Alright, I'm getting out that breeze again. I'm going over to the edge and we'll have a look at down into Glen Ogle. And as I say, that's the western edge of Glenoglehead there. It's wonderful up here today. Not sure you can hear me in the wind, but the viaduct is over there. It's in darkness because of the angle of the sunshine. But this is absolutely glorious, isn't it? We'll head over to that little heap and see if we can get a better view to see if we can all the way down there, but I might have to. We want a proper shot of there's the rockfall down there. There's the rockfall that talked about that blocked the line. I think that's too far, Eddie, across all that terrain. What do you think? It's 4 o'clock. Get on with it. We'll go down there. We'll have to go down quite a bit. We'll have to go back up and then we'll make our way over and down and across that moorland and try and get over to that. We'll see how we are when we get over there. It's a long way over. There's a viaduct down there, sir. Can you see it, Eddie? An old rail track that you walked. And the old rail track that's spoilt by putting down that grey material underfoot. They ruined it. I bet you can't hear me in the wind. There's Glen Ogle, not even halfway up. Well, I'm at the highest point right enough, but I've been at the highest point. But you cannot get the full aspect of the road unless I hang over the edge of the cliff, which I don't fancy. If I'm going to go over there, I can't do two things at once. Alright, it's 4:15 at the moment, so I'm trying to make this decision whether to do this one. Get right over. It's a long, there's a big drop, so this is what the problem is. There's cliffs and all the rest of it around. I want to try and keep as higher level as I can before I cross, but there's obviously a lot of peat hags. So that is an issue, and furthermore, even if I get over there for 5:15, it means by the time I get back here it'll be 6:30, 7:15 with a bit of elevation here, and then I've got an hour and a half at least to get back to Glen Ogle car park across the moors. So I'm really feeling that as much as I'd like to stretch out and do it, I don't want to be getting stressed out and get back to the vehicle at dusk. What time is it daylight till, Andy? 8:30. 8:30, 8:45, you've got daylight. You've got to drive home. But look at the magnificent how it all unfolds right through into the Strathern Valley and onwards to Fife. See everything. This is quite magical, I have to say. Meall is looking very, very proud with a little sort of well, snowy cap in places. What do you think, Andy? You've had a lot of procrastination. I don't want to exhaust myself. It's a huge distance, that actually. It's probably more than what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's 2 miles. I can see it's about 2 miles. Let's just do it, Eddie. We'll get half road, see how we feel, and if you're not confident about doing it, we can turn back. That's what we'll do. It's just a big cliff, there's a big gorge. So I think we'll head over this way a little bit. We'll push out to that summit. We'll see what time it is when we get to the top of that, and if there's time, we'll make it out that way. But I don't think so any. 4:30. So we'll come off the cliffs, we're onto soft ground now, and that's where I'm heading to, across the bog. And with the breeze, it's just keeping that the hot temperature away from the lungs, but I'll tell you, it is stifling when you're out of the wind. So the terrain is absolutely awful, but anyway, I'm going to try and get up to there. Keep pushing you, Andy. Yeah, once we get to the well, once we get through all this lot, we'll be alright. There'll be loads of it. So that's where we've come from, and it's been pretty hectic going, but I feel through the worst, and we're heading up to the top there, just to keep you informed of what's happening. It's baking hot, so I'm going to make a decision about something when I get to the top, but I don't know how far the summit will be from where I'm viewing. Hopefully it's not far. Alright, so it's worse than what I thought, this section, but we're making steady progress. What I'm thinking of doing is getting to the top, following down. There's a track that will take me down to Glen Ogle farm. I can then join the A85, cross the A85 and take the military road down in the guts of Glen Ogle. That will take me up so far, and then I can join the old railway track. It's about 3.5 miles of walking, and that will get me to Glen Ogle, rather than cross all this nonsense again and climb all these all that, and then I've got another hour and a half to 2 hours walking across the tops and down through the bog and onto a track. So that's what I'm saying. 5 o'clock. Alright, we'll keep going, Andy, we'll see how we go. Just keep an eye on your time though, for daylight. Alright, so we've reached the summit here, but there's no cairn. So we've come quite a bit east. Well, I suppose that's the cairn there, eh? That'll have to do it. Hello there, sir. Thanks for having me, please. Yes, well done you. Where's the rest of you? All blown away, I think. Okay, we'll stand on top. Look out. I'm not going through all that peat hag to get along there. Wow. I see a track which will take me up the back of Meall Buidhe over there sometime. But it would take me over to, that's another 3/4 mile over there. Some of the worst the peat hags is over there, so I mean, we've been through terrible stuff. That's where we've come from, way over there. So I'm going to stick to my plan. I'm going to go down and find a track that'll take me down to the farm and join the A85, cross it and into the guts of Glen Ogle. Fabulous. I'll put the names and everything up for you. Oh, it's all good. Right, Andy, we've not got a lot of time on our show to deal with today. This is what happens when you set out late. But, I don't like coming out too early in the morning. I do, but it means that I have to miss out on coffees and cigarettos and a leisurely breakfast at home. So I'll leave that one for another day. Hopefully you can hear me above that wind. but I'm going to track down this way, pick up the a Land Rover track, and then that'll take me down into the guts of Glen Ogle, and then we'll make our way up to Glenoglehead about, it's nearly 5:30, Andy, and we've got about a mile down to the road and another 3 mile up the road to go. So get your skates on, boy. It was good I got in that extra summit today. That's right, let's get going, Andrew. I think we should put the camera away for a while, at least until we get down to the track that you're meant to be on. It's some way off, of course, but we'll make good progress. Yes. So there's a track that I want to pick up on. We're down. You may well just see the viaduct down here. Remember I was on it last year. Of course I won't be, I'll cross the 85, but it's too dangerous to walk it, you see. So hence why I'll be in and taking up the old military road. I'll show you that later on, but I'll be in darkness. The sun won't, well, we'll see what happens. Certainly most of the rail line's in darkness just now. So that's where we're heading down. There's that track. I don't suppose many people see this view, any? Not really. You know, I've just seen the CityLink bus heading back to Edinburgh from Fort William. If you were hoping to get that bus, Andy, you've missed it. I certainly underestimated the distance of that one away from where I was first standing, saying it was 2 miles away. But that was what the landscape told me. But when I think about it and see how far it is tucked round by side Loch Earn, it's pretty obvious it's further. I'm on the track. I've also put on my yellow bib as I approach the 85 because, well, at least if something happens, at least I've taken some sort of precaution. So it's 6:15, Andy, and we've got 2 hours to get up to the motor vehicle. I think you manage that, can you? Well, I'd be doing it quicker than that. Well, you need to get down onto the main road first, and you've still got some distance to go yet. So please, Andy, get a move on. So you can see why Glen Ogle gives that impression of the Khyber Pass. It's a magical place. It's wonderful. The viaduct is through the other side, well, the pylons are on the way, but it's an absolutely brilliant view from where I've just been of that whole viaduct and rail line. It's a good time of day to be on crossing this road. There'll be less traffic. Well, you say that, Andy, that they come in blocks, you know. Especially they've all been up Glen Ogle, the west coast today. They'll all be heading back for dinner or fish and chips or something like that. I haven't had fish and chips for damn ages. I must get myself some soon. To be honest, I'm a bit cagey about this road route, but I just can't walk on the main trunk road. It's just it's too narrow, and it's a dangerous road, and it's just not it's not going to be possible any. So we have to go into the midst, and that's the rail line up there. So that's hopefully what I was going to try and get. There's a stile. Do we need a stile? There's a fence there. A gate, I should say. No, we'll use the stile, Andy. Looks like it's perfectly positioned for us. Well done, Annie. Making good steady progress, but how long is it? It's 10 years since I done this before. 2015 was it? 2015, yes. Apart from doing the railway, of course. It's a fabulous night and very pleasing to be outside that sunshine because it's immensely hot. I'm not complaining. It's great. But we'll get up and we'll enter the sunshine for a short period. There's no way I was walking that main road any. So the military road crosses from over there, which is some distance from where I came off. I crossed over there, but that's it leading, well, it snakes its way along here and it goes all the way at the low level on the route. So we'll do that sometime next week actually, I'll show you it. But I've decided I'm going to get up there and just take this rail track, that will get me to Glenoglehead in daylight. Well, so will that, to be honest, but if I go back down, I've got a river crossing. It's not so bad down there, but by the time I get down there and cross all that stuff again, the bog, I could be up onto that rail track. So I'll take you on the, we'll make a point in doing the military road one day, okay? So that's the track I came down earlier on, and I've been over all the back top, all across the moorland. But anyway, we got up to the railway track, it's just here. Old railway track, that is. But yeah, quite an exhausting day. It turned out to be quite a long day. I was going to have a 4-hour trip, but it turned out to be quite a lengthy one. Well, that's us up any. Back on the rail track. We'll be back in Glen Ogle very soon. Glenoglehead, 7 o'clock. I told you it's going to be a long day. Yeah, I've still got the viaduct to cross and everything, Andy, so you've got to, well, I'm enjoying myself, that's the thing. And a lovely summer's night, well it feels summer like tonight. Who wants to get home early anyway? My tea's all prepared. I mentioned I had mince and chatties. Well, they're sitting in the pot, didn't be heated up. And I've got leek soup, a leek broth, and that will be heated up as well. That's all I need. Perhaps a biscuit to finish off. I've really enjoyed the day. I'm pretty pleased I made the effort to come up here, and I've covered two summits that I not normally do, and I have to say they're pretty difficult summits. Treacherous ground each side, and in wet weather it'd just be miserable. Even the water comes rushing down off all the. In fact, it's a wonderful sight. I should say to you, if you come up to Glen Ogle in the heavy rain times or the snow melts, it's such a wonderful sight. The silver ribbons all dangling around the mountains, that's what they look like. Bit of deja vu walking this track, Andy, isn't it? Yeah. But that's the military road. But I just thought to myself, the time I backtrack and pick it up, and I had to cross that road again. I came straight across the 85, and I saw the fence, but I forgot that there's another turning for it. So I suppose you could call that a very small navigational error. Nothing too major. We're on the same route. I have walked it, Andy, but I didn't join it halfway up the hill. I walked it from near Glenoglehead, you see. Well, I think we should put the camera off because we might be boring our viewers. You know what your voice is like. Send send somebody with insomnia straight to sleep, Andy. You should market that voice for that very reason. You see the military road? That's a much clearer signature for it. The main road, of course, at the back, but yeah. I think we'll do this next week, Andy. I think if the weather holds, we'll come up and do that for something to do. I fancy doing that, you know. Will you bring a packed lunch? Oh yes, it'll be packed with lots of things, including some cigarettos, which I'm gasping for. Can't wait to get back to the car for one, Andy. Yes, you've got them in your pouch, haven't you? Yes, but it's inside my rucksack. I can't be bothered taking it off to get into. So we'll keep going. Only got a couple of miles to go, Andy.